Hi, I'm Dr. Arvind Poswal from Dr. A's Clinic, New Delhi, India. Ab- Now, hair transplant is a genetic problem, right? So, there are many young people who suffer from hair loss. However, a lot of people who have hair, or even those from the previous generation who have lost hair in their time, they tend to downplay it. Remember, hair loss is a big issue for people. Why? Because if I eat a lot of fat, I eat a lot of pizzas, burger, अगर मैं बहुत सारा भटूरा छोला खाऊं पराठा खाऊं मोटा हो जाऊंगा. I'll get fat if I don't look after my diet. I'll get develop diabetes if I eat a lot of sugar. But for a young person who is losing hair, it's not for his own mistake. So that is a double problem. It's a psychological problem. Imagine yourself in your 20s, the prime time when you need to go out, make friends, do make important decisions in your life. And that is the time when your personality goes a change. How? By losing hair. Now I know you can go to the gym, make up your body and everything, but what do you do for hair? So my request to all parents and all relatives of people who are young people especially who are losing hair to do not disregard or do not उनकी बातों को नकारो मत. हेयर लॉस इज अ इमोशनली सेंसिटिव सब्जेक्ट. पुराने ज़माने में अगर आपको बहुत पैसा है तब भी ऐसा है कि बाल चले गए तो आपके बाल नहीं उग जाएंगे दोबारा. दैट इज वाई वी हैड दोज कहावत दोज sayings about this. But now in the current generation, now we have made available technology that can fill up your head with hair from your own body and your scalp, and you can get rid of baldness, not in an artificial way, no wigs, in a real genuine way. These hair, once we transplant them, now how do we do this? Now when we are going to take this is the science behind the hair transplant technology. With this hair, you must have seen in people who get bald, this hair remains, the rim of hair around the back and sides of your head. Similarly, the beard remains. If anything, it becomes stronger. And body hair, like the chest hair, they remain. These are all genetically programmed to grow for the rest of your life, unlike the hair on top of your scalp, which is programmed according to each individual's genetics to fall at a particular time or a age. So, like I said before, first I'll ask you what is your desired hairline. I'll check your donor. Then, on the day of the procedure, we'll take roots from the donor area and put them in the recipient, that is the bald area. Once we put these roots into the skin, and these are put with very fine needles, then there is a precaution phase of about 7 days during which you don't pull them out. In 7 days, the skin seals them into its new location. Now, in its new location, these hair will keep on growing for the rest of your lifetime. So, that is the simple cure of baldness in a permanent way. The next thing comes, how many hair and how much do we cover? Now that is now totally dependent upon the patient. The more donor hair you have, the more density you want, the younger the hairline you want. I can do that for you, but you have to first plan your surgery. Now, when we are taking out grafts, I told you about the basic procedure of hair transplant, the science behind the hair transplant. Now I'll become a bit more specific about the techniques of hair transplant. Broadly, in modern times, there are two techniques of hair transplant. One is they used to take out a strip of tissue from hair and then stitch it close. This I considered and nowadays a old-fashioned technique because it is more invasive. There will be a stitch, it will hurt, and you will be left with a scar. It may be a very thin scar, but if you shave your head, it will always be visible. So that technique is called the strip FUT technique. However, as I said earlier, in 1999 to 2006, we refined the FUE or the fuse technique to be more specific, so that now we can take out hair grafts without need of any stitches, and therefore there is no stitch scar, there is no pain, there is no linear line in this, and you can keep really short hair, even a buzz cut. The second benefit of this technique, the fuse technique, is that we can take out hair even from the face and the body. You can't imagine me taking out strips from all over this place. That will be a lot of visible bad scarring. So the fuse or FUE technique helps me take out more grafts from your own body to be able to transplant. If you ask me, I personally prefer the stitchless method because it not only gives you more number of grafts, it is a less invasive method, an almost pain-free method. In both the techniques, the growth is same. The resultant growth in this area does not depend upon whether you use the strip technique or the fuse technique. It will grow as it was supposed to grow.